go, we made women housewives
You know
who
who was ahead of her time?
who
Tyra Banks. Why is no one giving her credit? I've talked about this.
no.
Why is no one giving her credit for having like such a diverse group of young women on America's Next Top Model? A diverse. Before it was a thing. I would just like justice for Tyra. Sorry, you got me riled up.
Oh my God. And nothing was better than when she went out in that fat suit and was like 300 or 400 pounds. That was so good.
Girl,
Anyway,
I was in a fat suit with Patty Stanger on Million and Matchmaker. She walked me down Times Square. She made me wear a fat suit. Remember that shit? Sarah's laughing now.
I have never seen your episodes. Oh my God, send it to me. I need to see you in a fat suit. And what did you rip off your fat suit?
Skip it. It's all about me being a superficial bitch. My, how times have changed. I'm not part of Patty's new show. I threw it out there. I was like, girl, you can cast me in an episode. Patty has a show coming out of the CW about dating, and it's the same format but different. I don't know. I don't ask too many questions, but I was like, if you need a dater, I mean,
you need to be on. Oh my
God. She's not going to find me anyone. No offense to Patty.
Wait.
Yes?
While we're on jail, okay, you all know how I feel, so I'll spare you the rant. Todd Chrisley, apparently, according to Savannah Chrisley, is teaching finance in prison.
You can't make this up, guys. You can't make this up. I mean,
he's apparently doing like business courses.
Is someone auditing the courses? Is someone like the warden and back to make sure there's no advice like, well, listen, if you skim a little bit off top, guys, don't you worry about it. Because look at me. I wore Gucci before I got carted away to the jail.
I actually want to take his class because I want to know the mistakes that he made that did alert. Although I guess it was his lover. It was his luva, right? The luva. I guess, actually, baby, we should take lessons from him because he really was on a roll until the luva turned him in. So
where is the luva? Where is the luva?
He's down in Florida. He's a high-end real estate Tom Braddock.
Mark Braddock, right?
Mark Braddock,
I think.
Never get anyone's name, and people comment about that all the time. They leave me reviews. They're like, if you only could get half the information correct, this show would be fire.
Yeah, someone had something else to say about you recently. You got something wrong, but I forgot. But it wasn't a name. It was something else like, oh, they're very mad at you on my YouTube.
I'm sure they're correct. Go on. I'm sure. Yeah, they're right.
Anderson Cooper was a Vanderbilt, not a Rockefeller. He said, I don't know. I don't listen. Sometimes
same dynasty, just different, letter that it started with. I mean, okay, tomato.
I asked you at the last show, I believe, or 2 shows ago, are you sick of Kyle and Morgan? Is anyone tired, or are we here for the new season of RHOM involving Lisa and Lenny? Are we over Lisa and Lenny? I'm actually less over Lisa. I'm less over Lisa and Lenny than I am Kyle and Morgan and Mauricio. Lisa has a very, very, she's downsized to a $32,000 a month rental. Life is tough for her. It's in Miami. It's all white. It looks gorgeous. I read also somewhere once that it was $17,000 a month. Talk about people getting their facts right. I'm like, is it 17 or 32? I need to know. She has Jody, the hot boyfriend. I mean, I know Lisa loves, and she was in love with Lenny, but girl, I mean, you're a Miami housewife. Rumor is, she's making in the 6s, 7s when they had to do the court document, right? You have the hot boyfriend. You have Lisa, I think, is winning at life. Like, I know you had a problem with the flowers and everything. I don't know. What's Lisa? Just move on. Maybe you loved him. You have 2 children. They'll always be your children. Just live life. Like, I'm a huge Lisa Hochstein fan. What are you doing caring about this Lenny Hochstein, right? I mean, who cares? Who cares?
Sweet. I know people who are, they're fighting their divorces for decades. They never let it go. Decades.
Who's fighting? Yeah.
Just look, you are way more of a Miami expert and, a Lisa expert than I am, but she seems like I think Mauricio I think he's just right now more in love with Kyle. I think he is a man who is desperate to reconcile and keep it going. And how can I win her back? And what is it going to take? And I feel like Lisa, there's just something she loves about Lenny. Like she just can't let it go, no matter how good life is. The fact that he cheated on her and left, and the picture was this beautiful picture, perfect couple was broken. I think she can't. Now, again, you know better, so I could be way off, but I just think she cannot let it go, no matter how good life gets without him.
Well, they're not getting back together. He's engaged to his 28-year-old fiancee, Katerina Mazpeka. She's got to get over it. She has to. But I would agree with that assessment of yours. And I mean, in this edition of Bravo Divorces, talking about someone that's just in denial, Kim Zolciak has been saying recently, did you see that, where she says, we still have sex. Let's call off the divorce. Or she's unilaterally deciding that she's calling off the divorce, but we're still calling 911. And I don't know if you saw where she said, like, 911. How many times have you called 911 in your life? Because apparently Kim and Kroy have called 911 more in a week or a month than you or me or any of these people listening have in their entire lives. So 911 is there again, and Kroy is in the bedroom. He's locked himself in. And they're like, you're going to be in trouble for like denying your wife access to the shared marital property where she lives, and they're like,
honestly, God bless. I mean, those police officers, I know they knew their Zoom cameras were on, but God bless them. I mean, they were trying to reason with her, and they were like, you have to find a way to make this work. I mean, they've called 911 multiple times. I mean, these poor cops have real shit to deal with. And here she is, I'm locked out of my bedroom and we still fuck. It's like as if these two guys that have shown up there give a shit about any of this stuff. I mean, he doesn't work. He's a bum. It's like, they're probably thinking to themselves, I mean, they really, I thought, handled it well. I mean, they're a mess. You saw with this latest round of court document that their incomes have been revealed. I'm not sure if I fully believe this, but, basically.
What did it say?
Well, it says that she makes $5,000 off some Facebook company. I guess probably the salty, whatever her beachwear company is. And
$5,000 a day, $5,000 a year. Like, what's the full income?
$5,000. She's alleging $5,000 a month from Facebook Marketplace, essentially, and he makes only $4,500 a month from his NFL pension.
So, in other words, she makes $60,000 a year. That's it. 5 times 12 is 60.
I find that hard to believe, but I mean, that's what they've reported in these latest round of court documents, and their expenses are apparently around $50,000 a month. I don't think that can be true. I mean, they had to, maybe that's what they're down to now, but they had to be bringing in way more than that because, I mean, just to even
save your money, people, save your money. I even panic at times where I'm like, ooh.
Oh, me too.
Girl, like, did you, this month was not a good month, girl, cut back. And then I have another month like that, but and I'm not in that situation. But like, the point is like, yeah, I'm all about just like, it could go so fast